Hi children, welcome to Chandravidya channel. Today we are going to learn different types of pratyayas. In pratyayas, three types are there. One is Krit pratyayaha, another one Tadhita pratyayaha and Stri pratyayaha. Now we will learn all these differences. Before going to different types of pratyayaha, first we will try to understand what is the meaning of the pratyayaha. Pratyayaha means suffix. Pratyayaha means suffix. Pratyayaha is the plural form of pratyayaha, that means suffixes, plural. The definition of pratyayaha is a pratyaya is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a verb root. Verb root is called dhatuhu, or a word called pratipadikam to form a new word or to give it a specific meaning. Okay. Pratyaya can have one letter or a group of letters, more than one letter it can be, which will be added to the end of the dhatu, verb root or the pratipadikam to a noun to give a specific meaning. That is the pratyaya's definition. Okay. Here you can observe two words, dhatuhu, pratipadikam, right? All of you probably know about these words. Dhatuhu means the basic form of a verb. While using the words, we use it to say in latlakar, pathati, in present tense, right? Latlakar, pathati, patataha, pathanti, okay? Pathishyati, in rutlakar, future tense, right? This one also we use it to use patishyati, patishyataha, patishyanti, apathat, langlakar. So, langlakar means past tense. So, here pathati, patatah, pathanti or patishyati, patishyatah, patishyanti, apatatta, patatam, apatan, like that whatever the tense is, we are using pat dhatu. Here this root word pat is there, na? This pat is called dhatuhu. Root action word is called dhatuhu. Verb root is called dhatuhu. Understood? Similarly, pratipadikam means a base noun or word before case endings. Before case endings are added means, case ending means vibhakti. Case endings means vibhaktihi. You all may already know about vibhaktis also. Here, for example, if you take Rama Shabd, Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Prathama vibhakti. Okay, Ramam, Ramau, Raman, Dvitiya vibhakti. Right? Like this we are writing Prathama vibhakti, Dvitiya vibhakti, Tritiya vibhakti, like that we are writing. So for all these vibhaktis, what is the root word? Every word Rama is there, right? So this root noun is called Pratipadikam. Understood? In pratyayaha, mainly three types of pratyayas are there. One is Krit pratyayaha and second one is Tadhita pratyayaha, third one is Stri pratyayaha. These three types we are going to discuss now. Out of these three types of pratyayas, first we will see Krit pratyayaha. What is the meaning of Krit pratyayaha? Pratyayaha means suffixes. The suffixes that are added after a dhatu, that means root verb, are called Krit pratyayaha. Dhatuhu means pat, lik, chal. These all are called dhatus because these are root verbs. So these all are called dhatus. The pratyay which will be added to dhatu is called Krut pratyayaha. Okay. Though so many pratyayas are there in Krut pratyayas, we are going to see Tavyat, Aniyar, Ta, Tavatu. These four are there in your syllabus. So we are going to learn according to your syllabus. In the pratyayas, Krut pratyayas, first we will learn Tavyat pratyayaha. What is the pratyay name? Tavyat pratyayaha. This Tavyat suffix is used in the sense of Vidhiling lakaraha. Where should we use? Vidhiling lakar, which gives the sense of ought, should or must. Vidhiling lakar will be used in the meaning of ought, should, must. In the same meaning, tavyat pratyaya also will be used. And one more point, it is mainly used in the passive voice, that means karma vachyam, and impersonal sense, that means bhava vachyam. I hope all of you know different types of sentence formations. One is kartru vachyam, one is karma vachyam, one more is bhava vachyam. I hope all of you know. Kartru vachyam means active voice. Okay, kartru vachyam means active voice, and karma vachyam means passive voice. Okay, and bhava means impersonal. So here three types of vachyas are there. In this, here by adding tavyat pratyay, note should be, it is not used in active voice kartruvachyam. We should not use in the sense of kartruvachyam. By adding tavyat pratyay, the word will be used in karmavachyam, that means passive voice, and impersonal sense bhavavachyam. This should be noted. And what meaning it conveys? It conveys meanings like obligation, possibility, or permission. In these three meanings it conveys. Now we will see how to use this tavyat pratyay. Okay, pratyay name is tavyat. If you split up this word, that means varna vichedam if you do, in first ta, tu plus a, two letters are there. After that, vya, that is sanyukta akshar, in that vu plus u plus a, three letters are there. Next, last one, t. The first rule for adding this tavyat pratyay is the last letter t, that means this letter is dropped and only tavya is added to the root. That is the first rule. Means how to add? The last letter ta should be dropped while adding the tavyat pratyay. See here, if you see the example, pat plus tavyat, here patitavya, last ta is not there. So by adding you should drop that last ta. That is first rule. And second rule, the letter E is inserted before tavyat for those verb roots which remain unchanged in present tense and future tense. This is second rule. Okay. So while adding tavyat pratyay, first we have to drop ta, last ta. And second rule is, before tavyat pratyay, E letter is inserted for some verb roots, not for all. Which type of verb roots will get? That means which remain unchanged in present tense and future tense. For example, if you take pat dhatu only, in lat lakar, pathati, pathataha, pathanti, like that it is coming. In lut lakar, pathishyati, patishyataha, patishyanti, like that it is coming. So in present tense and future tense, that pat dhatu remaining same only. There is no change. Such type of dhatus will get E letter before the tavyat pratyay. Here you can see pat plus tavyat, pat dhatu is there, tavyat pratyay is there. Before tavyat pratyay we added E. So pat 2 plus E T, pathi. Last ta we dropped pathitavya. Understood? Second example, chal plus tavyat, chal tavyat, before tavyat we added E, that means after dhatu before tavyat, in between dhatu and pratyay we are adding E. Chalitavya, this is second example. This patitavya and chalitavya are the root words. Okay, these two are root words. Some dhatus are remain unchanged in lat lakar present tense and future tense. Such type of dhatus are getting letter E before tavyat, right? But some certain verb roots undergo changes in their forms in lat lakar present tense and lut lakar. For example, if you take pa dhatu, it will change it into pib. Pa means to drink. It will change it into pib. In lat lakar it will come pibati, pibataha, pibanti. Pa changed it into pib. In lut lakar it will come pasyati, pasyataha, pasyanti, like that. If you take stha dhatu, stha means to stay. Tisthati, it will change it into tisth. Tisthati, tisthataha, tishtanti, like that lat lakar and lrit lakar sthasyati, sthasyatah, sthasyanti. Okay. So here such type of dhatus won't get E letter. E letter is not inserted before the tavyat pratyay, such type of dhatus. Okay. If you see the example, pa plus tavyat, patavya only, no change at all. Stha plus tavyat, sthatavya. Understood? One more point you need to remember for this tavyat pratyaya is words formed with this tavyat pratyaya behave like adjectives. This is more important. And take forms according to the gender of the object. Gender of the object. Because by adding tavyat pratyaya, the word will be used in karmavachyam and bhavavachyam. In karmavachyam, the kriya padam action word will be used according to karma, right? So, by adding this tavyat pratyaya, the word acts as an adjective. That means it follows the gender of the object, karma. By adding this tavyat pratyaya, we can make three genders because we need to use according to the gender of the object. For example, pat plus tavya, patitavya, if you take, patitavya is the root word. Pat plus tavyat, patitavya we got. Patitavya is the root word. Then pulling patitavyaha, patitavyau, patitavyaha like Rama Shabd. Striling like Lata, Rama, patitavya, patitavya, patitavyaha. Napunskaling like phalam, patitavyam, patitavya, patitavyani. I hope all of you understood the usage of the tavyat pratyay. Now we will see some examples. Here mainly we should remember two rules. One is the tavyat pratyaya word will be used in passive voice karmavachyam and impersonal sense bhavavachyam. It will not be used in kartruvachyam active voice. That is first rule. And second one is words formed with this tavyat pratyaya behave like adjectives and it takes forms according to the gender of the object karma. Usually in karma vachyam, the kriya padam follows the karma padam, object only. So here also by adding tavyat pratyaya, the word will follow the karma padam. That karma padam gender only it will follow. Example, chhatraihi pathaha, pat plus tavyat. In exam, here it will be given as blank. If they give this one, you need to divide the word. That means division of the word is easy for you. Pat plus tavyat you can write if they give whole sentence. If they did not give this one, if they give chhatraihi pathaha pat plus tavyat, then you need to add this word and whichever the karma padam is there according to that gender you need to write here. Understood? Here pat plus tavyat, patitavya is the root word, right? According to rules, pat e ki matra you will get, ta we need to drop, patitavya is the root word. Here this patitavya, how to use here? Here chhatraihi is tritiya vibhakti, this is kartrupadam, pathaha is karma padam, this is in pradhama vibhakti and pulling ekvachan. So here karma padanusaram means you need to write this patitavya word according to this pathaha. This is in pulling ekvachan. So patitavyaha we wrote like Ramaha. Right? Next one Ramena apanam. Given word gam plus tavyat. Ramena is kartrupadam. Apanam is karma padam. This apanam is napunskaling ekvachan. So this word should be in napunskaling ekvachan. So gam will change it into gan. Gantavya. Root word is Gantavya. Here Apanam is Napunskaling Ekvachana, so we should use Gantavyam. Next one, Sainikena Desaraksha Crew plus Tavyat. Here Desaraksha, this is the Karma Padam. This is in Striling Ekvachan. So Crew plus Tavya, Crew will change it into Kartavya. Word is Kartavya. Here Desa Raksha Striling Shabd, so here also we used Kartavya. Understood? Here one doubt you may get. Here Gam plus Tavyat, Gantavya, Ma changed it into Na and Crew plus Tavyat, Crew changed it into Kar. How this change occurs, we will see in the Next slide. Previously, we observed one example. Ramena Apanam Gantavyam. Okay. Apanam Gantavyam. What did we see? Ramena Apanam Gantavyam. Here, this Gantavyam, Gam plus Tavyat Pratyay, right? But by adding Gam plus Tavya, here we got Gantavya. Ma changed it into Na. Here this is the rule for that. Those verb roots which ends Ma, such as Gam, Ksham, change Ma to Na when the suffix Tavyat is added. Okay. Example, Gam plus Tavyat. Gam will change it into Gan, Gantavya. Ksham plus Tavyat. Ksham changed it into Kshan. Kshan plus Tavyat. Ksantavya. Okay. When, if you see Bhram plus Tavyat, here Bhram won't change it as a Bhran. Bhramitavya, here Idagama came. Why this is not applicable for Bhram Dhatu? Here, if you observe this Bhram Dhatu, in this Bha, Ma, two letters, both the letters are related to same Varga. That means these are related to same phonetic class. If Dhatu is related to same Varga, that means same phonetic class, this changing of Ma to Na rule is not applicable. This rule is not applicable if the other letters of the Dhatu belongs to the same Varga, same phonetic class. So that's why Bhram plus Tavya, though it is ending with Ma, but it is not changed it into Na. Bhrantavya it did not. It changed as a Bhramitavya. Iki matra only gave. Right? Another change occurs in Dhatu by adding Tavyat Pratyay is Guna. That means E will change it into A. U will change it into O. Okay. R will change it into R. You might have remembered these in Guna Sandhi, right? These gunas also occur by adding Tavyat Pratyay. If any Dhatu verb root ends of these vowels I, U, Ru, these vowels change into A, O, R respectively. Example, Chi Dhatu, Chi plus Tavyat. Here E is there, so ended with E. So Chi will change it into Che, Chetavya. Ni Dhatu, Ni plus Tavyat, Netavya. Okay, Ni changed it into A. E changed as A. Shru Dhatu, Shru ended with Vu. Shru plus Tavya, it is changed it into Shrotavya. Next, Kru Dhatu, Kru plus Tavya, Kartavya. Sainikena Desharaksha Kartavya. Just now we discussed. Kru, how it changed it Kar? Because the Dhatu ended with Ru, then Ru is changed it into Kar. So, Kru changed it into Kar, Kar plus Tavya, Kartavya. Okay, Hru. Similarly, Hru plus Tavyat, Hru changed it into Har, Hartavya. Okay. And this change also occurs when a Dhatu contains E, U, Ru in the penultimate position. What is this penultimate position? Second to last. Last letter, before the last letter. Okay, before letter of the last letter. Penultimate means second to last position. For example, means first rule is applicable when Dhatu ends with these letters. And second rule is applicable for when penultimate position is there for these letters. Ivuru. Okay, here Lik. You can see this. Here Kha is the last letter. Before that E is there. This is the penultimate position. E is in penultimate position. That means second to last. Here also it is changing it into A. Lekhitavya. Okay. Again Vu. Buddh. Here Dha is the last letter. But penultimate position, that means second to last U is there. So Bu is changed it into Bodh. Bodhitavya. Next Vrit. Vru. Penultimate position it got Ru. So Vartitavya. Understood? Clear? So whenever penultimate position is there, you are getting Iki matra. But whenever the word ends with these letters, there we are not getting Iki matra. This change you should remember. Understood? Next change which occurs in Dhatu by adding Tavyat Pratyay is verb roots which ends in cha or ja, such as vach, tyaj, like that dhatus, change to the ka when the suffix tavyat is added. The dhatu whichever ends with cha or ja will be changed into ka. Okay. Example, vach plus tavyat. Vach is the dhatu, tavyat is the pratyay. By adding these two, in that dhatu vach, cha will be changed it into ka. Vaktavya. This is the root word. Similarly, tyaj dhatu, tavyat pratyay. By adding tavyat pratyay, in tyaj dhatu, ja will change it into ka. Tyaktavya. This is the root word. Understood? Now we will see some examples of tavyat pratyay for more clarity. Here, first one, sarvaihi satyam. Given dhatu vach and pratyay is tavyat. By adding vach dhatu and tavyat pratyay, according to rule, if dhatu is ending with cha or ja, then it will change it into ka, right? So here vach will change it into vak, vakt plus tavyat, vaktavya. Till here we got. Last ta we need to drop. So vaktavya is the root word for first one. And how to use this in sentence? Here this is karmavachyam, sarvaihi is kartrupadam. This is in trutiya vibhakti. And satyam is pradhama vibhakti. This is karmapadam. So usage of tavyat pratyaya word depends on karmapadam. So here satyam is napunskaling ekvachan. So here we need to use vaktavyam. Satyam vaktavyam. Formation is same only, looking like same only. Next, maya lekhaha. Here maya is tritiya vibhakti kartrupadam. Okay, this is tritiya vibhakti kartrupadam. Lekhaha is karmapadam. This is in pradhama vibhakti and pulling ekvachan, right? This is pulling ekvachan. Here likh plus tavyat is the dhatu and pratyay. Here, if the penultimate position, if E is there, it will change it into A according to rule. So, likh will change it into lekh. Lekhitavya is the root word. Then here how to use? We need to see this karma padam lekhaha. So, here lekhitavyaha. Next one, balakaihi. This is kartrupadam. It is in tritiya vibhakti. Dugdham. This is karma padam. This is in pradhama vibhakti. Napunskaling ekvachan it is in. So here given dhatu pa, pratyay tavyat. Pa tavya is the root word. Right? So here how to use dugdham patavyam, because dugdham is napunskaling ekvachan, patavyam. Next one, nrupena prajaha. Here dhatu is pal plus tavyat. Pali tavya is the root word. And here prajaha is the karma padam. Praja is striling sabd. Praja means people. Prajaha is bahuvachan. So here striling bahuvachan. So palitavyaha. We used palitavyaha. Prajaha palitavyaha. Understood, children? In Krit Pratyaya, now we are going to learn Aniyar Pratyayaha. Pratyay name is Aniyar. This Aniyar Pratyay behaves similarly to Tavyat Pratyay and mainly used in Karmavachyam and Bhavavachyam. There is no much difference between the Tavyat Pratyay and Aniyar Pratyay. Both will be used in Karmavachyam and Bhavavachyam only. And Aniyar Pratyay conveys meanings like fitness, worthiness or obligation. That means fitness means fit to be, worthiness means yogyatardham, that means worthy of it, and our obligation means should be done. In that meanings, in these three meanings, this Aniyar Pratyaya word will be used. If you see these words, prasamsaniyaha Aniyar Pratyaya word and pathaniyam Aniyar Pratyaya word, if you see prasamsaniyaha, this word is used in worthy of praise, worthiness, and pathaniyam, this is in the meaning of obligation, should read. This Aniyar Pratyay, when it is added to the root verb, then in that Aniyar, last ra, in Aniyar Pratyaya, last ra, this ra is dropped and only Aniya word will be added to the root dhatu. Even tavyat also the same rule is applicable, right? We know that tavyat, while adding we are dropping ta and we are adding only tavya. Here also in aniyar we should drop ra and we should add aniya. That means after adding this aniyar pratyay to dhatu, aniya only remains. And this is also used in karmavacham and bhavavacham only. So we can make all the three genders. Here pat is the dhatu and aniyar is the pratyay, right? Pat is the dhatu and aniyar is the pratyay. We have to drop the ra and pat plus aniya. Pataniya is the root word. Then here pataniya is the root word. Then in pulling how it will come? Like Rama Shabd, pataniyaha, pataniyav, pataniyaha. Right? This is Prathama Vibhakti. Again Dvitiya Vibhakti, Tritiya Vibhakti, like that Rama Shabd, all Vibhaktis we can make. In Striling Shabd, like Lata, Rama, like that only Pataniya, Pataniya, Pataniyaha. In Napunskaling, like Phalam Shabd, Pataniyam, Pataniya, Pataniyani. Like tavyat pratyay, in aniyar pratyay also, while adding this pratyay, some changes occurs. Okay, in tavyat pratyay, already you have learnt that if dhatu ends with e, u, or ru, these letters, or if these letters are there in the penultimate position of the dhatu, then those letters will change it into a, o, or respectively. That means e, if it is there, it will change it into a, u will change it into o, r will change it into r. The same rule is applicable for aniyar pratyay also. Here if you see the example, it will be more clear. Here with dhatu is there aniyar pratyay. With, here e is there in the penultimate position of the dhatu. Then this e will change it into a, ved. With became ved. Ved plus aniyar, this do plus a, the. Vedaniya. Next one, ni plus aniyar. Ni, here end of the dhatu, e is there. This ni is changed it into ne, a. E is changed it into a. Ne plus aniyar, because of the ayadi sandhi, here it became nayaniya. Ne plus a, naya, it came. So this is called ayadi sandhi or else ayavayavadesha sandhi. I hope all of you know about this sandhi. If not, go to our channel and check it out in sandhis. You will get it once you check it out. And next one, rich plus aniyar. Here u is there in the penultimate position of dhatu and this u changed it into ro. Roch plus aniyar, rochaniya. And next one, kru. Kru plus aniyar. Because this is ended with r and it changed it into kar. Kar plus aniyar. Actually it will form as karaniya, but here because of this ra, this na will change it into ana. So karaniya. Understood? Because of this ra, na changed it into na. Okay. Now we will see some examples of aniyar pratyay. Okay. First one, tvaya, pathaha, smru plus aniyar. The given word is smru. Dhatu is smru and pratyay is aniyar. Here the dhatu ended with ru, so it will change it into ra, smar. Smar plus aniyar. By adding ru plus a, ra, and aniyar, that na will change it into na. Smaraniya. Because of this ra, na changed it into ana. Okay, this na changed. So root word came here, smaraniya. Then here in sentence how to use the after adding this one, here you need to see that karma padam. Here karma padam is pathaha. Here this pathaha is in pulling and bahuvachan. So here you need to use that smaraniya word in pulling bahuvachan, smaraniyaha. Pathaha, smaraniyaha. See, formation also looks like same only. Here, next one, maya pustakani, pat plus aniyar. By adding these two, pataniya. No change, very simple, right? Yes, pustakani. Here you need to see that pustakani padam. This is Napunskaling Bahuvachan word, right? Napunskaling Bahuvachan. So, pustakani, pat plus aniyar, pataniya came na, so pataniyani. Next, janaihi, Swasthyaya, Nirmalam Jalam, Pa plus Aniyar. This is also very simple. Paniya is the root word. By adding Pa plus Aniyar, Paniya. So here, how to use this Paniya word in which ling means? Here you need to stick with Karma Padam. Here Jalam is the Karma Padam. Janai is the Kartrupadam. Jalam is the Karma Padam. For this Jalam only, Nirmalam is the adjective describing word. So Jalam is the Karma Padam. Jalam is Napunsukalinga word. So Paniyam. Next last one. Putrena Pitarau Seva plus Aniyar. Sevaniya is the root word, right? How to use in sentence? Here Karma Padam is Pitarau. This is root word is Pitru and Prathama Bhakti Pita, Pitarau, Pitaraha. Right? So here Pitarau means Dvivachan it is there. Dvivachan Padam. Pulling Dvivachan it is. So here Savaniya word Savaniyau. Savaniyaha Savaniyau. Understood? I hope all of you understood the concept clearly, right? Thank you, children.